And now we have an excellent position to start talking about super healthy buildings with open minds. So what is it? What is super healthy buildings and where does it come? We have the global big challenges which are related to building and construction and built environment. The climate change. 40% of global greenhouse gas emissions are coming from the built environment, and it's obvious that if we are not doing something to that, we are not going to survive from the climate change. And healthy living and sick building syndrome is another big challenge, also globally, and we know that in Finland we have these indoor air climate challenges. And World Health Organization says that 3.8 million people are dying prematurely due to the poor indoor air quality. So these are the big challenges, and in the building and construction and built environment, we also know that the buildings that exist today, that we need to do something to them, as well as we need to develop a new building ways and habits. And construction industry is conservative, as we know. And only 50% of waste is recovered, and we are not putting enough money to research, development, and innovation in construction sector. And to answer to those challenges, we have this Super Healthy Buildings mission, and also the name of the ecosystem that we want to collect together. Where the super comes, it comes from these words: sustainable, productive, ecological, and reusable. So we need to do things in more sustainable ways, and we need to recycle. And we also want to combine these two ecos, ecological and economical or productive. So we need to keep tight focus also on the economic things and keep the construction industry profitable while we are making these big changes that are needed. And we have divided this big vision of super healthy buildings under 4 different themes: sustainable building materials, digital sustainable building process, healthy living and green maintenance, and enabling construction circularity. And now I will introduce briefly what we mean with these themes. Sustainable building materials. It's quite obvious that we need to move away from the fossil base. We don't want to take more oil or gas into the atmosphere as CO2 anymore. We need to recycle what we already have taken, and we need to go towards renewable materials. And of course, the best combination is that it's the material that we are using is both renewable and circular. So it's waste stream which is renewable, for example. And even better is maybe that it is a renewable material which is a problem. So it's growing too much, for example. And if we can utilize that kind of problematic green material, that is genius. And we will hear more about this subject and this issue in the panel discussion, which is following my speech. Then we have digital and sustainable building process team. What does that mean? As said, the construction industry is quite conservative. We are doing things in quite a traditional way still today. We have all these digital tools available. We could utilize big data much more than we are doing now, and we could utilize all that fancy sensor technology that we have developed much more in the building and construction industry. And how about artificial intelligence? We will hear more about this in the interview after the break about artificial intelligence in construction industry. Healthy living and green maintenance. Perttu said in his speech that something is not working and that we want to change. And maybe under this theme we are people-centric, because these buildings should be built for people to live, to work, to collect together. And that is, maybe we have some challenges in that thinking, that we would concentrate on well-being of peoples in these buildings. We have these indoor air quality problems, and we should design more biophilic, because we all know that usually we feel better if the environment contains some elements from the nature, right? Like green walls, plants, and some nice lighting or something like that. And we will hear more about that theme in the panel discussion in the second session of this event. Then we need to enable construction circularity. We really need to do that. We need to collect the different materials and put them into circulation. And this is also a theme that is the subject of the following panel discussion. And I will also tell about Kiilto's innovative debonding on demand technology, or debondable adhesives technology, which is one of the enablers of construction circularity with the startups. So I will pitch that technology. So stay tuned. And we need to do the things together. We are more powerful together than alone. We can make more profitable business together than alone. And what is most important, that if we want to change something really and make a big impact, we need the whole value chain. We need to change many things on the road, for example, the circular economy, to be really possible. So we need each others. And that's why we are calling you to join this Super Healthy Buildings ecosystem. Maybe you are now wondering, why Kiilto? Why Kiilto is the company who is calling the construction ecosystem together? I will present you a couple of reasons. So we are the adhesive, the glue already in between the materials and the layers in buildings. So we are developing and selling solutions for putting the building elements together, and also on-site building to make floors or wallpaper or do things like that. And what you also will get if you join this ecosystem with us, we have about 45,000 business-to-business customers around the Baltic Sea. So that's a huge amount of contact points where you can, who you can sell something. And we also have a couple of combinations of knowledge and technologies which are not that usual. So we are both in on-site building. We are delivering our solutions directly to the building sites or through hardware stores. And we are also in the industrial production lines. So we are selling our business-to-business customers who are, for example, manufacturing CLT elements, doors, window frames, locks for log houses, and so on. So we have the expertise on-site and industrial production lines. And the other combination is that we are both involved in cement-based industry. We have the leveling pumpable screeds or leveling compounds that you see in this picture. And we also have the adhesives for wood industry. So we know both of these elements and the chemistries there, and we would like to develop the combination of these materials, for example, forward with you. And then we form this Kiilto Super Healthy Buildings ecosystem. And with this picture, I want to show you that we have all those green balls there, which are the ecosystem partners. And we also have those bigger green balls, which are the other ecosystems. And I've just mentioned few of them here with whom we have been discussing lately. So you know this Business Finland Veturi program and many of these Veturi ecosystems, we link to them. They are developing, for example, sustainable materials. And this is a very important slide in this presentation. What we are actually trying to do, or what we are aiming for. We have the vision that we want to create super healthy buildings. And we have the research. Many of us are doing R&D. The universities have fancy research and wonderful results. But we need to combine the results, and we need to combine the bright minds in research and development with the bright minds to how to go to market, how to commercialize the innovations. And we are not that good in that in Finland, let's say so. We need to get better. So we need research, we need each others to commercialize our innovations and to change the whole value chains to create the super healthy buildings. So let's do that together. And one case example of what I mean with the projects together and doing it as an ecosystem is this, reducing the carbon footprint of the bathroom. And this is, of course, from the Kiilto's perspective. Bathrooms are a very important business area for us. And we are producing and delivering also, for example, waterproofing membranes for them. So what we need to do to reduce the carbon footprint of the bathrooms, we need to move away from cement, which is producing huge amount of carbon dioxide emissions, towards lower carbon footprint materials. We need to use energy in bathroom, in warming everything in more intelligent way. And we need to change the building process of the bathroom to be more efficient, and also the renovation process of the bathroom to be more efficient. And we need other ecosystem nodes. So we have the waterproofing membrane systems which enable maybe going to, for example, in wood-based construction. But we need the partners, the ecosystem nodes who are doing all the things that are needed to change the whole bathroom, make it lower in carbon footprint. For example, intelligent warming, geopolymers, wooden structures, collecting energy from wastewater. Why not? Developing the bathroom or bathroom element manufacturing maybe. And what else? I would like to have ideas from you. What else should we do? So this is an example of a project that we could do together.